Darling, these traitor lists are exciting and I want to see more. More, 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 more. But real quick, before I get into that, for the folks who in the comments were talking about the executive order to purchase the talk, y'all know that's not a surprise, right? When they saved it, they're yet another manufactured 24-hour to 48-hour crisis. That seems to be their hallmark. And then this place said, surprise, we're Red Hat. Everybody bow down. They said that part of the stipulation on that extension was they still to sell to an American, but they were pushing for them to sell to the government so that it could be state-sponsored social media. So that's not news. They said that back when they brought it back, and I'm surprised how many of y'all missed that, apparently. But back to these traitor lists, darling, because on our subscriber poll this morning, we pulled the wall, obstacles, inconveniences, detours, the long way around, darling. And the energy of compiling these lists of who we are remembering, from the 18 to 24-year-olds that are currently digging through our personal and private information, to the team members that are telling us to trust the deity and trust the process. Now, side note, before I get into how we need to be treating blue legislators, for those of you that are still in the Nancy phase of this, I just wanted to point out, because someone in the comments said this as well, the fact that they're all at the USAID office, not that it's unimportant, that's important, but the fact that none of them have had anything to say about this team of kids with no clearances and no official government, just private citizens digging through their employee files, federal files, treasury files, social security payments, small business administration payments. They had nothing to say about any of that, but they were outside of the USAID office going, this is a constitutional crisis. So maybe I'm missing something. Someone came in the comments and said, well, that would have something to do with EI. But I thought that was a charitable thing where we fund people, countries in need, that sort of thing. So, I'll see you in the comments on that, because I said it on the podcast last night too. That's bothering me. But these traitor lists, darling, yes, because from this point forward, we are treating Team Blue like they did this intentionally. That's the only way it's going to make an impact. That is how we boycott Team Blue, okay? So for those of you that are still in the Nancy phase of calling and writing emails, don't ask them for help. Don't remind them that we fund their paychecks and they need to listen to us. Those are falling on deaf ears. You need to tell them that they're not getting support anymore. They're not getting money anymore. That we will make sure they never have another career in politics in America ever again, that we count them as Team Red, that we are assuming that they were fully aware and that they let it happen and they betrayed us all with our money in their pockets, and we're not forgetting as we show up with our pitchforks and we take our turn to go French, to go South Korea style, that we remember them and we don't want them. Okay, outside of the AOCs, the Bernies, the Crockett's, the people who are unapologetically trying to defend the people. Those are the only ones we're keeping. If you're sitting over there trying to collaborate across the aisle on bills like punishing a bishop or making it so offenders can remove themselves from registries, that's not helping us. You're not doing us any favors, okay? And the whole song and dance of, we're just doing our job so that you guys aren't disappointed in us, we're disappointed in you. And you're full of shit, okay? And we're coming for you too. We're coming for you just like we're coming for them, unless you start getting as loud as we're getting, okay? So for the folks in that phase, that's what you need to be telling them. But yes, let's keep these lists going, okay? These kids with no clearance that are private citizens handling our most sensitive data. Congress came together and said, this place is the dangerous place. You guys need to, we're going to protect your data. We're protecting your data by banning this app. But also, we're going to let the guy who owns another app put non-clearanced, inexperienced 18-year-old private citizens in charge of all of your actual sensitive data. Not my scrolling habits in the videos I like. No, my social. My business information. All of my personal and financial information is being handed to someone that's a known agent of Ruski and Chinese takeaway. And they got nothing to say about that. They're worried about the USAID office and the talk platform going away. And again, this place has its own problems. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, It's interesting that scrolling data is what they want to protect and not our actual socials. Interesting, right?